Welcome to the tutorial for Cambridge English Qualifications Digital. This tutorial will show you how to complete the A2 key for schools and A2 key digital exams. Let's begin by looking at the common features across all parts of the exam. In each test, there are 4 symbols at the top of the screen. The first symbol represents the Wi-Fi network. Click on the bell icon to see messages that have been sent by invigilators. The 3 lines open the Settings tab at the top of the screen. You can change the contrast from black on white to white on black or yellow on black. You can also change the size of the text to make it larger or extra large. There is a timer at the top of the screen. When there are 5 minutes remaining of the test, the time switches from showing only full minutes to showing minutes and seconds. When there is 1 minute remaining, the background colour changes. If you don't want to see the timer, you can choose to hide it. Click on the pencil and paper icon to open any notes you've created or highlighting you have done. You can choose to add notes or highlight text or questions. To do this, select the text or question you wish to look at. A box will appear saying Note or Highlight. Click on Note and a window will open on the right side of the screen. Type any notes you want to add here. Click on Highlight and the text you selected will be highlighted. There is a square around the question number that you are working on. Use the grey scrolls on either side to move up and down the text and the questions. There is an arrow in the middle of the screen, which can be used to widen the screen and the text. Use the arrows at the bottom of your screen to move between the questions and parts of the test. At the bottom of the screen, for each part, there is a black line that appears when you complete each question. If you want to come back to a question, click on the flag to the right of the question and it will go red. The red flag will appear at the bottom of your screen, so you can come back to it at any time during the test. You can also see your progress for each part at the bottom of the screen. If there is a tick, it means you have completed all the questions in that part. Click the button with a tick on it to submit your answers. Only do this at the end of the test when you have finished. The test automatically stops when the time finishes. Let's look at the reading and writing test. The instructions for each part of the test are in the box at the top of the screen. In part 1, choose an answer for each question. If you want to change your answer, click on a different one. To look at the next question, click on the question number at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the arrow buttons to look at the next question or the previous questions. In parts 2 and 3, click on the correct answer. Scroll down to see all of the questions or select the question number below and it will take you to the question. In part 4, click on a gap and then choose an answer from the options. Your answer will appear in the gap. If you want to change your answer, click on the gap again and the options will appear again. If you want to delete your answer, click on the cross. In part 5, write your answer in the gap. Click on the gap and write one word. If you want to change your answer, delete it and write a new answer. In part 6, write an email in the box on the right of the screen. For parts 6 and 7, the word count at the bottom of the screen shows the number of words in your answers. Your writing saves automatically. In part 7, write a story about the 3 pictures in the box underneath the pictures. You can review and edit your answers at any time before the test ends. The test will stop when the time finishes. Let's look at the listening test. You will hear each recording twice. Listen carefully for the part number and question numbers to make sure you're looking at the right screen. You can change the volume using the button at the bottom of the screen. In part 1, choose your answer by clicking on a picture. If you want to change your answer, click on a different picture. Use the green arrow to go to the next question. In part 2, write your answer in the gap. If you want to change your answer, you can delete it and write another answer. In parts 3 and 4, choose the right answer and click on it. If you want to change your answer, click on a different one. Scroll down to see the next questions or use the arrow buttons at the bottom to go to the next or the previous question. In part 5, move your answer to the correct gap. If you want to change your answer, you can move a different word to the gap, or you can move the word back to the list. At the end of the test, you will have 2 minutes to check all your answers. The test will end when the time finishes.